Hey guys, what is going on? Happy Saturday. Coming at you guys kind of later today. I'm trying to get this out as fast as I can. I wanted to talk to you guys about some new stuff that got announced and also kind of some bad news. Like there really ain't no way to even sugarcoat it, you know, but we'll get to that. I won't make this a super long video. Just kind of have a seat. Let's go over some new titles, some kind of head scratching stuff, to be honest with you. But there's also some really cool stuff that I want to get in with you guys about this. So without further ado, I won't keep you guys too long. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is this. This is interesting. Coming soon to 4K UHD from Shudder, RLJ Entertainment. So what makes no sense about this is why they're doing this so late. Most people have, I mean, when you went through Umbrella Entertainment, you also went through Second Sight Films. I mean, what's left to be done? The only thing I can think of that they could do with this, if RLJ is doing this, is number one, have it priced ready to go, have an amazing price on it, number one. And number two, if they could somehow do a digital version of like that, there was a broadcast like version on a VHS. If they could somehow do that broadcast version on the VHS, then we'd be cooking. That would be fantastic if they could do that. If they don't do that, then I don't know what the point of this is, to be honest with you, unless it's just priced great or to get it, just people that wanted to get it domestically that haven't gotten it. So, like right here, you can see Kevin, Deadhead Kev says, "You're too late, Shudder. I got mine from Second Sight. I have the Second Sight 4K pass. You know, what are you going to do about it?" So, moving on, guys, this is kind of cool, but again, man, why don't these come out at the same time? Because I already got this movie on 4K, but a lot of you may not have. I know it did last summer, Steelbook. I love this film, admittedly. I am a very, very big fan of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I've always loved it. Bonus materials, feature scan from the original negative, presented in 4K with Dolby Vision 5.1. Looks like it's all legacy features. 6 deleted scenes plus alternate ending, My Own Summer, an interview with director Jim Gillespie. And He Knows What You Did, an interview with Muse Watson. There's also a Blu-ray disc, high definition, 5.1, special features, filmmaker's commentary, director's short films, Joyride with optional commentary. Now I Know What You Did Last Summer featurette, music video, Hush, performed by Kula Shaker. Is that who that is? Theatrical trailer. Now, I don't know why they're doing this so late when the 4K came out like 3 years ago, but I guess it has to do with the announcement of like the new one, which okay, you know, but I don't know. As somebody that, you know, was a fan of this movie and got it right when it came out, I'm not gonna buy it again. So this is exciting. First of all, I need to go see this movie, The Woman in the Yard. People are saying it's like so bad, which makes me super interested in seeing it. Now this I am gonna say I'm excited about it. I'm gonna tell you why. I think it shows promise, and I think it's going to be a good thing. And my hope is that these are going to come in at great prices. I'm talking $20. You know, because the RLJ Blu-rays are usually pretty cheap. The Shudder Blu-rays usually pretty cheap. Now, I think Shudder is kind of getting into just their own version of home media. Not necessarily just stuff with RLJE. You know? But I hope what happens is the prices come in low on these, because I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. If you haven't seen When Evil Lurks, you're missing out. It was really good. I will support this as opposed to not necessarily like Late Night with the Devil. I don't need that on 4K necessarily, unless the price is just really good on it. But When Evil Lurks, I'm excited about. This is a street date of 6/3. What is that? June 3rd. It's already available at pre-order on Amazon. So let me see if this person's being silly or not. Oh, there's no special features. So there's no special features on this. But you know what? That is what it is. Like I said, if the price is good on this, then they'll be fruitful with their 4K endeavors. Now, this isn't the first time that there's been stuff that came from Shudder that was 4K, but at the same time, it wasn't necessarily stuff that Shudder was buying, like the Shudder originals. Not necessarily. I think it was just titles that kind of were also on Shudder, but RLJ did all the work for stuff like that. But my point is, please come in at a good price it'll be very fruitful for you guys. And I'd love to get When Evil Lurks. I'm a big fan of that. Let's see. Night Train Murders. Don't know anything about that, but those are from the mid-70s. That's coming from 88 Films. Street date of 5/12. This is cool. There's media books coming from NSM Records. I've got some stuff from them. I believe they do the Friday the 13th media books that they have. But they're doing Pulse media books. And look, they've got 3 versions, it looks like, which is amazing. They love those media books. They love those media books. Blu-rays and DVDs, not 4Ks, by the way, people. But Pulse, I love. I haven't seen the sequels, to be honest with you, but those are coming in May 30th. May 30th. Those will probably be available on Diabolic DVD and Orbit DVD, but just know that they'll be very, very limited stock. Those sorts of things, they never last. This is cool. Coming soon to 4K UHD from Lionsgate is the Crazies remake. It's a 4K UHD of this. I am super excited about this. I love the Crazies remake. I think if you guys haven't seen it, you'll dig it. I do like it as much as the original, which I love Mr. Romero. But I gotta say, I do like the remake. Let me drop a like on that. I do like the remake quite a bit. Look at this. The George A. Romero template, Making Mastermind. It looks like there's a lot of features that are coming on this. And I love the artwork. So that is definitely a home run. Very excited about the Crazies remake. Please believe. Another thing coming to media book from JB Entertainment. Look at this, guys. Again, these may be available on Diabolic. If you want these, I'm not sure, but I don't think a lot of you are going to want these because they're not 4Ks. They're just media. They're just media books again. And I get it. It's just kind of like, man, they are really milking these on Blu-rays in every asset from all over the world. But those are coming out 4/15. And then from RJ Entertainment, they're doing their own. So they're really going with these. The reason I'm talking about these, I'll get to you guys in just a second. It is important. Second Sight Films, and on 6/16, they're doing a chunky box 4K for Talk to Me. I think I'm good on this. I have a standard, just American A24-ish 4K release of this. The only thing I would have wanted was that hand, but I'm not. Yeah, that's out of my time. But I tell you what, I'm sure this is going to be a great release, and I'm sure there's going to be some new features on here. Yeah, I'm seeing it right there. A new interview with Danny Filippo. There's some great stuff on here. I knew that Second Sight would do a journeyman's job on this. But that's available on 6/16 if you're interested in that, because I know some of you guys might not have seen this movie right when it came out, because it had some buzz around it, but it also wasn't taking the world by storm, so to speak, either. So, there's that. All right, guys, now we'll breeze through these. There were some announcements for Severin. We've got Doctor Who and the Daleks starring Peter Cushing. Street date 6/24. You can pre-order these already. I know you can go to Severin's site and pre-order those. So there's that. We have Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD starring Peter Cushing. They got a lot of stuff with Peter Cushing, which is really cool. Again, 6/24. You can pre-order this. There is Jack the Ripper, which I will be grabbing. I do want Jack the Ripper. Definitely grabbing Jack the Ripper. 4K UHD, 6/24. Again, Severin pre-order and story. And that's about it. The only other thing I want to show you guys for now is the fact that somehow Shout Factory is getting the Beastmaster, which was a Vinegar Syndrome title. So, all right, here's the bad news of the video I want to talk to you guys about. So I just talked to a buddy of mine, Kyle. Shout out to you, dude. And he was telling me he went online and ordered some stuff off Orbit DVD. And there is a tariff tax on there, basically. When I say tax, what I mean by that, like, not necessarily a tax, but there is a charge. He said he bought a bunch of stuff off of Orbit, and he did get an extra $10 tariff charge on there. I just want people to know about that. Listen, getting into politics about it is pointless. I'm not going to do that, although it's the comment section is yours to have. Say whatever you want about it. But there is a $10 charge apparently on Orbit's website, and I believe it'll be on Diabolic's website if it's not already. And so I just want you to keep that in mind going forward. if you guys are, if there's releases coming out that'll be competitive releases, whether it be stateside, like a Scream Factory gets something and Second Sight gets something somewhere else, I just want you guys to be aware of that going forward. How long this will last and all that sort of stuff, I don't know. Who knows, honestly. But I do want you guys to know that, because some of you, you know, when you spend your hard-earned money on that stuff, you don't have that extra $10 you saved up to get a nice release from overseas, since you ordered something from Diabolic or you ordered something from Orbit. So keep that in mind. Now, I don't know if it's, he bought a bunch of stuff and he said he just got the $10 charge. Now, I don't know if it's going to be different per title going forward on some of these sites, but when you go to check out, I just want you to be aware of that. I want you to be prepared for that going forward. So it just is what it is. I mean, that it sucks. It sucks. It definitely sucks. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Sorry to go down on a downer on with the end of this, but I do want you guys need to know in case you don't. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on some of those. Get the Crazies remake, guys. That's a great one. Crazies is great. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Take care. God bless y'all.
Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.